foot press.
All right. Let me know if you can hear me. Are you guys still saying there's no sound? Okay, there it is. We can hear you now. Okay, great. We're back. I appreciate you guys. We're back live. It's freezing on your end. It's freezing. Okay. It's 20-7 in favor of Forest Hill. 1:18 left in the first quarter, and I see that we definitely have a little bit of technical difficulties, and I apologize with that. Here's Jamie Mitchell. I dunk on you, 2 hands. I'm Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah, Jamie Mitchell just went right down the lane and just soared above everybody, dunked it in, but he's going to be...
I disagree with that tech all the way. He has to be given room to get down, Richard.
No, not in this case. There was nobody there.
He was right there. He dunked.
There was nobody there.
He dunked on number 14.
He hung on the rim. There was nobody there.
But you know the good thing about it?
It was a little bit too much...
we got the rebound, right? We got the replay. So we don't have to... This is the good thing about this. We ain't got to argue about it. It's right here. We'll see it. So we're gonna, here it is, watch. There's number 14. He's right there. He jumped. He was right there.
Nobody's there. But there was no contact.
But let me say, was the kid there?
There was no contact.
But you said the kid wasn't there.
No. No, I mean, why was he hanging on the rim?
I just didn't think he hung on it. I thought it was a bad. But, I mean, I can understand. I mean, it was one of those things we agree to disagree. (22-8) is your score, and here comes Wingfield. There's Jacobs with it. Pressure by Williams. He is putting all type of pressure. Isaiah Williams with the 5-second count.
Yeah, that's why Coach Curry has Isaiah in that lineup, man. His defensive pressure is something.
He defends at a high level. I mean, I just love him. Maxey over to Burt. Here's Marshall. Jamar to Burt. Seconds left. Great ball movement. Isaiah Williams misses it, and no shot at the end. And your score 22-8 after 1.
Yeah, Wingfield is struggling right now to find some type of offensive flow. Reggie Williams didn't start the ball game, and he normally is a guy that can stretch the defense and hit some three-pointers, but he didn't start, and so far Wingfield's struggling offensively. For Forest Hill, they're just doing what they do. Jamie Mitchell's driving down the lane, has 2 dunks, one that you said that he shouldn't have been called for the technical foul, but Forest Hill is right in their element now. They're able to get to the basket and get some easy buckets.
What was that final score, Richard, for the girls' game? It was a 6-point ball game. I do know that. It was a 4 or 5 ball game. Forest Hill did get the victory. It was a very close game. Unfortunately, technology dealt us a tough hand, but we're able to come back here.
Wingfield's going to have to find a way to get some offense. I keep reiterating that same point, but it's just what they need. They got to find somehow and some way to get some buckets here. If not, it's going to be a long, long night for them.
Absolutely. Here's Haynes. Over to Jacobs. Jacobs goes baseline. Christopher Jacobs with the I float you. I'm Christopher Jacobs Jr.
Yeah, nice job by Chris to get to that baseline and shoot that floater to get a bucket for his Falcons.
22-10. Here's Marshall. Maxey over to Marshall. Jamar with the float. And then there's Ely.
Yeah, Ely and Maxey has to be on the boards tonight for Forest Hill, as they've done thus far. Good job by Ely.
22-10 is your score.
Ely has 8 points early here in the first half for Forest Hill.
Ely is another great role player that Forest Hill has, who I just love his game too. I love everybody on this Forest Hill team, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they got
There's not one player on here that I don't like. I mean, I love them all. I think they are very, very good. I think, I just believe them and Callaway are the cream of the crop in 5A. I really do. Yeah. Right there with them is Center Hill. Those are the top 3 teams in 5A, and arguably, those 3 teams are some of the top in the whole any A. 6A, 7A, 8A, 100A. I mean, in the state of Mississippi, they're one of the better teams. Jamar Marshall with the I tray you from the top of the key.
Yeah, Coach Curry does just an awesome job of getting his guys to improve their play during their stint at Forest Hill. Kids that play there, they come in as freshmen. By the time they leave as seniors, you can see so much improvement in their game, and he does a great job with that.
Yes, he's a very, sometimes, I feel like he's underrated as a coach. He's done a very good job, year in and year out with Forest Hill. Here's George Marshall, the junior. And we got the trap. Marshall with the pull-up. I'll just do it myself. I J you. Yeah. I'm George Marshall.
Well, he showed a lot of poise there. He just, almost turned it over, kept his composure, picked the basketball up, and made a jump shot.
George Marshall. Jamar for 3. Yes, I trade you. I'm Jamar Marshall.
Yeah, bucket by Marshall, assist by Marshall. The law firm in action.
Marshall and Marshall.
If you want a bucket, we'll get it.
That's great. 32-10. The fat lady has texted me and said, do I need to begin singing? As a matter of fact, she already said, I'm humming regardless of whether I want her to hum or not.
Yeah, this Forest Hill team they're just a well-oiled machine. They play so well together. They complement each other so well.
And they're not playing, man. They like whatever Curry has told them. I haven't seen a team as consistent as they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are consistently focused. He and Victor Evans has done a phenomenal job over there at Forest Hill this year. There it is, going to the back, and they're taking charges. They're doing all the little stuff. That's Maxey with the charge on Glassburst. He goes in. I mean, I love it. Here comes Burke. And also in for Wingfield is number 21, and that is Adonis Red.
With Forest Hill, it's just a matter of knowing your role. As you mentioned earlier, guys like Ely and Maxey, Kelton Burke, those guys, they know their role.
Marshall kicks over to other Marshall, and he stepped out of bounds. Here's Damon Haynes over the, and that is a travel. There's Chuck Wansley getting, pulling his weight around here, getting the coaches in the gym he's such a veteran.
Yeah, I'm looking for Coach Krzyzewski to walk through the door any minute now, and Chuck will be bringing him in.
Maxey. Tyrese Maxey he doesn't mind eating on that glass, man. I'm telling you, any college coach, JUCO and all, should want to get him on your team. He's a kid that you want. George Marshall, I trade you. 37-10. It is it's just a thrashing.
Yeah, this Forest Hill team, man, they just on point tonight. Everything's working.
Damon Haynes misses it. Here comes Jamie Mitchell. Mitchell, I cross you. I go behind my back. I find Burke. I throw it behind him, though, and I turn it over.
Yeah, but I still like the idea of Jamie not being selfish in passing that basketball, man. These guys aren't selfish. They don't care who score. They just want to win, and that's what they go out and try to do each night.
Yeah, that's all. He just threw it a little behind him. Here's Thomas over to Armstrong. I floated. I get fouled by Ely. Quintarius Armstrong going to the line.
Yeah. I look at the body language of the Forest Hill players. Even when they make a mistake, you don't see, those guys getting disgruntled or anything. They have that next play mentality. No matter what happens, it's let's move on, next play.
At halftime. Armstrong misses the first. Jacobs gets it back to Armstrong. He misses it and stays here with Wingfield. 37-10, 4:28 left.
We mentioned about Coach Curry and how he elevates his players' game during this timeout here. He's had Jamie Mitchell over on the bench, and he just stayed over there and coached him up. He subbed him out of the game, and he coached him up the entire time, and now he's putting him back in the ball game. That's championship caliber coaching right there.
Jacobs with a layup. Marshall back over to Isaiah Williams. To Marshall, one dribble. I dipsy-do, I lay you. I'm George Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall just puts his head down and gets to the basket, and he's great at doing that.
39-12. Turnover. Here's Jacobs. Isaiah Williams back to Jacobs. George Marshall didn't know whether he wanted to wall up or just take the charge.
Yeah, he was kind of caught in between right there.
So he took a foul. Christopher Jacobs at the line to shoot 2.
Evie, what position do you see Jamie Mitchell playing at the next level?
He's a small forward.
He's a 3 maybe?
Yeah, he's no question. If he plays at a smaller, and there's the basketball, if he plays in a SWAT, I can see him being a face-up 4. But if he, high. Hello! I lob you. I dunk on your head. I'm Jamie Mitchell.
Yeah, he must have known we were talking about him. He was like, I'll show you where I'll play, wherever I want to.
That's right. Reginald Thomas with the step-up 3. No. Blocked by Jamie Mitchell.
And there's Mitchell playing both ends of the floor.
Ely gets it back and just get hammered. I love it, man. I just love it.
Yeah, Ely he stayed after it. Even I talked about the body language. He got clobbered right there on that possession, but he just got up off the floor, went to the free throw line, no facial expression whatsoever. Next play.
I love it, man. I mean, it's just, I can't say enough about just everything, how they carrying themselves, everything. Now the question is going to be, here's a question that has to be answered. When Forest Hill plays on the bigger, if they can make it to the Coliseum, when they play on that bigger floor, will their pressure have the same effect? That is going to be a big question that they will have to overcome.
Yeah, I think that it will, because when you look at the players, the Marshall boys, you look at Isaiah Williams, these guys, they've been there. They've been there before. This pressure that they apply on a bigger court I don't think it'll bother them, EV. These guys are just going to get after it.
I lay you on Jamar Marshall.
Yeah, Maxey went down kind of awkwardly under the basket there.
He got right back up like, hey, I'm okay. 45-13. He's hurting, though. It did hurt his groin.
I think the last time we were here, Forest Hill may have scored almost 100 points in this gym. So they're on the pace right now to do the same.
Yeah, they are. And, they're playing really well. Huh? George Marshall gets the rebound. Jamie Mitchell for three. I trade you. I'm Jamie Mitchell. There's nothing I can't do. I'm complete. Yeah. 48-13 is the score.
14 here in the first half for Jamie Mitchell.
And it's an easy 14. He's not even trying. Here comes Marshall. Jamar. I lay you on Jamar Marshall.
Yeah, I thought it may have been some contact there, but what a great move by Jamari. And he has 10.
50-13. Naaman Haynes with the pull-up. Missed it. Here's Maxey. Here's Marshall. Kicking it to Jamie Mitchell. Goes baseline. Missed it. Mitchell.
That's the first free throw miss of the night for Forest Hill.
.56 seconds left. 50-13. Mitchell makes the second one. Curry got a lot more energy tonight. He usually sits down. He's been sitting down all year. I'm trying to figure out. I need to ask him, what's the energy for tonight?
Well, I mean, it's district play time.
I guess that's what it is.
It's playoff time.
I mean, because he hadn't coached this much all year.
Yeah. Maybe we can call him Playoff Curry.
Yeah. I mean, he got a lot of energy here tonight. 51-13. Williams going to the line to shoot two. At halftime, we're going to have a quick interview with Janae Garner of the girls. Forest Hill Lady Patriots will be coming up. So the Garner family, I know Gerald is still there, so we're going to have her coming up to talk about earlier win here. Marlon Williams Jr. at the line makes the first one. And Williams knocks down the second one. .51-15, 28 seconds left. George Marshall. I lay you with the left. I'm George Marshall. I'm only a junior, and I'm going to play at a Division I school very soon.
Yeah, George and Jamari has just an uncanny knack of getting to the basket.
Yes, they do. They have done it. The Marshall family they should be very proud of all of their children. Good students, good basketball players. Their sister Gina at Coahoma Community College under the direction of Stephanie Murphy, I'm sorry, not Murray. Here it is into the ball game for Reginald Thomas with it from Wingfield. Pull up three, no. Into the game for Forest Hill is Ryan Nelson. All right, your score 54-15 and at halftime here. Janae. I want to do a quick halftime with Janae Garner. If she can get the thing on. Let's see here. There she goes. How you doing, Janae?
I'm good.
I'm good. Oh, okay, that's how you gonna come at me. You know, Janae, I have all of your family on here. Gigi, Gershon, Gerald, we've been talking the whole time. And obviously your mom used to be on here. Tell us about, it was a close game today. You guys ended up pulling it out by 4 or 5. You were up 13. Well, let's go back. It was back and forth early. What did Coach Moore talk to you guys about halftime? Because I think it was halftime. It was tied up. What did he tell you guys that y'all needed to do, to win this game?
Well, he told us, we need to slow the ball down instead of, coming and keep forcing passes and just throwing the ball up. Slow the ball down and run your offense and get a good score.
Now, you guys went up 13, and it looked like y'all was going to run away with it. And then all of a sudden, they came back. What did you think when Jim Hill came back?
I don't know. I was like, we got to slow the ball down because we did, when the score started getting close, we start rushing and we start making bad passes. So I was like, we going to have to slow the ball down.
And you guys were able to pull out the win here today. How big a win was that for you guys to get to? Because next game is the district championship, correct?
Yes, sir.
Who you guys going to play in the district championship?
Natchez.
Can you guys beat Natchez?
Yes, sir.
There's no question. What do you guys have to do to win the district championship?
Play hard, play smart, and just come to win.
Okay. Why do they call you Wookie?
It's just something we call each other.
That's what they call you? Okay. Richard?
Janae, congratulations on a great game tonight.
Thank you.
How long have you played the point guard position? You seem to be just such a natural at that.
Since middle school, 7th grade. I started playing 5th or 6th, but I started playing point guard around 7th grade.
Yeah, and you all were kind of short-handed tonight. I know, with this COVID situation, y'all only had maybe 7 players here tonight. How has that affected you guys? It didn't seem to bother you all much tonight, but you did get off to a slow start. Is that one of the reasons why? Because y'all are a little short-handed?
Yes, sir. With foul trouble, we gotta, it's hard to kind of pressure the ball without being physical. So, we get in foul trouble and we don't have many people coming off the bench. We got 1 or 2 people. So it's real hard to kind of pressure the ball.
Yeah. Well, good game tonight, and good luck in the championship on Friday night.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this one question before you go. Okay, I see that, Gershon talking about you played at the Boys and Girls. Who taught you how to shoot?
Man, all my coaches. Once I start making them, they start telling me to stay after the gym and work. And yeah, everybody out there that coached me done worked on my shot and helped me.
Ja'Cory Porter said he taught you everything.
No,
Ja'Cory?
He did.
Oh, okay.
I taught him.
Okay, now is Ja'Cory, is that the kid that plays at Where does he play at?
Oh, no, sir.
He doesn't play anywhere?
No, sir.
Okay, it's another Ja'Cory I know. Okay. Well, hey, I need you to come. I'm having a high school girl combine on March 14th. I definitely would love for you to be there.
Okay.
So you got to talk to your parents into, letting you come there. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Because I think you got a bright future. You can just continue to work, and you're gonna be okay. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Janae Garner. Appreciate you for stopping by here. And at the half of this boys' game, we have the score 54-15, and we'll be back shortly. 54-15 is your score. Richard, what is well, if you're talking to Wingfield, this game's over, but what do you say to him?
Well,
yeah, I got you.
I think that Wingfield just needs to, at some point, try to get some stops if they're going to have any chance of getting back in this basketball game. Get some stops, try to get a string of baskets together, and just and pray. That's about the only thing they can do right now. This one's out of hand.
Yeah, it is. And so, Coach Gatlin does a good job over at Wingfield. I have a lot of respect for him. They were in the Elite Eight last year, had a few, obviously some key graduations. Then a key transfer, lost a young man that really would have helped them. And, I still to this day, I understand people transfer, but I don't understand when you're a star of the, potentially star of a team, then you go somewhere else. And to be, I just don't understand certain things that, people do. But, people have questioned me over the years too, so I get it. Here's Wingfield. Here's Chris Jacobs, Jr., guarded by Marshall. Over to Hicks. Back to Damon Haynes. Haynes drives baseline, kicks it. Jacobs for three. No. Haynes gets a rebound, puts it back up for the I lay you. I'm Damon Haynes.
Well, that's a pretty decent start right there for Wingfield to get a bucket coming out of this halftime break. And they need to try to get some stops.
Here's George Marshall looking inside to Jamie. Mitchell, you're a baby. You're too little. I mean everything. You're a baby, you're too little, I lay you, whatever you want to say right there, that's what he did. 56-17.
Yeah, James just went up and put the ball in the basket for his 17th point.
And there is Jaleel Hicks with the basket. 56-19, Jamar Marshall misses it. And it will stay Forest Hill ball. That's a great point, Ms. Hicks. Forest Hill's played 18 games and Wingfield's only played 9. That does make a difference. You always want to be respectful on our chat. Here comes George Marshall. Jamar with the floater miss. Damon Haynes gets it taken away from Jordan Ely. Here's George Marshall.
Yeah, just to chime in on that particular point you just made.
I lay you, I'm George Marshall.
We recognize that, this COVID situation has been, tough on all the kids in these programs. And, it's no disrespect to Wingfield. Everybody has gone through some, the losing some players and not having some players at particular games and having some games postponed. So Coach Gatlin has done a great job in getting these kids prepared to play each night.
Absolutely. Marlon Williams Jr. goes all the way to the basket. Gets it knocked out of bounds. 59-19. 59-19. Are you guys still saying that there's no sound? Damon Haynes from the corner misses. Here is Jamie Mitchell. Mitchell on the push. I hesitate. I go to the basket. 59-19. Probably should have tried to shoot that instead of he tried to lay it off to Ely.
Yeah, James is such an unselfish guy. He wants to pass, get his teammates involved as well.
Here's Maxey. Here's George Marshall. Nice pass. Good block by Jacobs. Great pass by George Marshall to Jordan Ely.
Yeah, again, Marshall's able to penetrate down the lane, found Ely wide open, but great defense by Chris Jacobs.
Here's Marlon Williams. Trap right into the trap. Here's Jacobs. Trap again, and then George Marshall. Hello! I'm George Marshall. I bounce it up, and I dunk with two hands. I'm Isaiah Thomas of old.
Man, that looks like the old street ball, hot sauce and those guys.
Jamie Mitchell with the gimme that. I'm telling you, this, boy, that dunk right there reminded me of myself. I did that years ago.
Evie, you kind of stretching it a little bit, man. You know, I don't know about all that.
Man, I used to do dunks like that. I mean, I haven't always had this type of girth on me, a.k.a. fat. Here's Reginald Thomas, misses. Big rebound by Marshall. Thomas hustles and gets it back. Steps right into it with the IJU. He missed it. Jamie Mitchell, he just gets if he gets his hand on the ball, he gets it, man. George Marshall, back to Jamie Mitchell. Kelton Burke drives in, kicks it to Mitchell.
Yeah, look at the ball
Extra
movement
pass
by Forest Hill.
Great hustle. Burke just gets it. I love it. I mean, unbelievable. And Jamie Mitchell goes to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, see, it plays like that that's going to come into play when they get further down in the playoffs. When you look back on this, you can see that these guys make those type of plays. Those are the plays that'll win championships.
I know one thing, and I'm saying this publicly. Jerry Curry better not come to me or anybody else and talk about we just didn't play well tonight. He better not hit me with, man, I wish they could have played harder. You know, he's capable of doing that. And I just want to say it publicly. Don't you get on and say that to anybody, Coach Curry, that y'all didn't play well here tonight. 63-19 is the score. 3:40 left.
Yeah, Coach Curry is one of those guys. He always downplays it. He's never going to get too far out there. And I kind of like that about him. That keeps his team wanting more.
Mitchell again. 65-19.
21 in the game tonight for Jamie Mitchell.
How many?
21.
21 points. Here's Haynes. Haynes goes up and finishes it. Damon Haynes with two. Here's Isaiah Williams between the legs, behind the back, kicks over to Jamie Mitchell. Missed it. George Marshall goes right back up. Missed it. Hicks with the rebound. Here's Christopher Jacobs Jr. with the Kyrie Dipsy-do, I lay you.
Yeah, nice.
I'm
reverse
Christopher
layup.
Jacobs.
Well, that's 5 for Chris Jacobs.
65-23.
You know, in a game like this, that's a blowout game, EB, I'm so impressed still by the poise of Forest Hill. You know, ordinarily when a team has a 42-point lead, the kids will just start being helter-skelter and playing just all over the place. Not this Forest Hill team. They still continue to play with a lot of composure.
And they're respecting the game. They're not jacking around. They're not shooting crazy shots in reality. You know, they're respecting the game. I respect that.
George Marshall looking for his 18th point of the night. Still Farcillo applying pressure, full court pressure.
Yeah, they just play one way. Here's Hicks. Here's Jacobs. There's Hicks. And it's stolen. Here's Kelton Burke. Kelton Burke with the I lay you. I thought about dunking, but I'll lay it. Kelton Burke. 69-23. Jump ball. Isaiah Williams. There's that man again, Isaiah Williams. Into the game, Marlon Williams Jr. Ooh. Jamie Mitchell going to the basket. I lay you. 135, 71-23. Marlon Williams for three, no. Here comes Jamal Marshall with the crossover.
Even you would have shot that ball if it had come into your hands out of bounds.
I've done it several times. There's no question. But right now, to be honest with you, Richard, I can't even make it that far out. And it's kind of disappointing, but that's out of my range right now. Reginald Thomas with the steal off the glass, missed it. Here's Isaiah Williams with it. Missed it. But Jordan Ely, you're a baby in there. I'm Jordan Ely. I just lay it. I just get offensive rebounds. I get all my basket offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Jordan is, he's just killing it on the boards. 13 in tonight's game for Jordan Ely.
Points or rebounds?
13 points, probably 13 rebounds. Make that 14 points.
Yeah, he's we love Jordan Ely. Here's Marlon Williams.
Ryan Nelson is in the game for Forest Hill. Nice looking 6'2" sophomore.
And that basket is by number 12. That's Jayshon Brown, 6'6" junior, with the N1. And Nelson in real quick, and then he's out. $50 seconds left in the third. Here's George Marshall. And guess who that is? Jordan Ely with yet another rebound and 2 more points. Marlon Williams, and there's a foul. .31 seconds left. Here comes Josh Galloway. Williams draws another foul. 24 seconds left. 76-26. Here's Jacobs. Jayshon Brown off the glass. The bank is open. 76-28. George Marshall, 6 seconds. Crossover. Isaiah Williams for 3, missed it. 76-28 at the end of 3.
You know, Forest Hill, it's good for them to, you know, have ball games like this so that their confidence level is sky high. Like you said, when you get deeper in the playoffs, and you said you thought maybe them, Callaway, Clinton, Center Hill are some of the top teams in the state, you want to be clicking on all cylinders the further you go down into the playoffs.
And they are definitely doing that. I think this would be a good, different game, Tevin, Jake, if Ken would have stayed here at Wingfield. Here is Wingfield. Here's Marlon over to Haynes, to Reginald Thomas. Damon Haynes. Reginald Thomas, 15-footer, missed it. Maxey with the rebound. Here's Isaiah Williams. There's a block by Deshaun Brown.
You know, one of the good things that Forest Hill, the Jackson schools, Forest Hill, Callaway can look forward to, as well as Clinton just being right outside of Jackson. State championships will be at the Coliseum this year.
That's awesome.
And yeah, they'll have, you know, if they are allowing fans at that time, and I don't know if they will or not.
Oh yeah, they will.
But it'd still be a sort of a home court advantage for the Jackson area schools.
Jordan Ely with another basket. Jordan Ely definitely, I think, will be our player of the game, just because I've had several of those other guys, and I just like Jordan Ely.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job on the glass, putting the ball back in the basket.
You know, several of the guys, you know, Forest Hill, one thing about them, they have so many guys that can be player of the games every game, you know, just because every one of them do so many positive things.
Yeah, they just so unselfish. I mean, they just play so well together, and they share the basketball.
Was that Reginald Thomas?
Yes.
With the Itreyu. Here's Thomas, goes back with it, and misses. Deshaun Brown kicks it over to Reginald Thomas, to Damon Haynes from deep. Itreyu, I'm Damon Haynes. Jamie Mitchell for 3, no. Jordan Ely misses it. Here's Marlon Williams, Jr. Reginald Thomas from deep, misses it. 78-34 is the score. Isaiah Williams throws it away. Chris Jacobs misses. Here comes Jamari Marshall with the Ilayu. I'm Jamari Marshall. 80-34 timeout on the floor by Forest Hill.
Yeah, but that play was made by Isaiah Williams. Even after he turned the ball over, he hustled back on defense and got a hand up to allow that missed basket, and then Forest Hill goes back down and gets a basket.
Love Isaiah Williams. Key part of this team. I'm gonna tease Curry today, and I'm just gonna go over and say, man, y'all really didn't play well today. This is the worst I've seen y'all play. I'm just gonna see what he says. So, you know, I'm just gonna say something silly like that, you know, early on.
Knowing him, he was like, yeah, you're right.
Deshaun Brown with the jump hook.
Yeah, nice shot by Deshaun. You know,
here's Isaiah Williams.
Yeah, this Wingfield team, they don't quit, man. They continue to play.
Absolutely. And it's to see Coach Gatlin, he could easily be sitting down. He's still coaching at a high level.
Well, Coach Gatlin has a program at Wingfield. I mean, since he's been there, that program has always been on the upswing, and he's going to get his team back in contention. I can guarantee you that.
Here's Maxey to Ely, over to George Marshall. 3-ball corner pocket. George Marshall.
21 for George Marshall.
Damon Haynes, he can shoot the basketball. I tray you, I'm Damon Haynes.
14 for Damon Haynes.
Jamie Mitchell looks at it, swings it, 83-39. Chris Jacobs, no. That rim is 10 feet, son. You got to lay it up. Great pass. I dipsy do, I lay you, I'm George Marshall. Christopher Jacobs, missed it. Marshall. Hesitation, pull up, I J you from the mid-range, I'm Jamie Mitchell. I scored all 3 levels. Brown misses it. Kick it to George Marshall. And he gets fouled. $87-39 is your score. Marshall misses the first. Wholesale substitutions. Into the ball game for Wingfield, number 10, Tyler Arrington, a freshman. Wholesale substitutions. I don't have the correct name for number 21 for Forest Hill. I just know he's a 6'5" big fella.
Yeah, it looks like he's a late addition to the squad. I haven't seen him play either this year.
Here's Isaiah Williams kicking it to Kelton Burke. He missed it. Rebound Isaiah Williams after the miss by Reginald Thomas. Here's Isaiah Williams to Ken Ryan Nelson. Galloway for 3, missed it. Ryan Nelson. Jadarius Jenkins, I found out, is his name. Jenkins with the rebound, the lefty, he misses it. .117 left, 88-39.
You know, a lot of positive things tonight from this Forest Hill team, and the poise that they play with, the unselfishness that they play with, those are some very...
Ryan Nelson, I thought he was going to try to turn it over.
Ryan is one of those guys that doesn't like confidence. He's going to be able to step into a starting role at some point for this Forest Hill team, maybe next year.
Nice form on his shot. I wish he would have tried to dunk that one. I really do. Nelson with the second. 90-39. Thomas misses. Galloway with the hustle. To Nelson, pump fake, missed it. Kelton Burke and gets fouled. 30 seconds left. 90-39 is your score. Burke makes a pair. Thomas for three, misses. A rebound, put back up several times by Quintarius Armstrong. Galloway won't get a shot up. And your final score is 92-39.
Yeah, very, very impressive game.
Ely. Okay, all right. Jordan Ely will be our Geeker player of the game. He's going to get his mask.